to Kentucky. We deal with friendship. We love to get along. Kentucky loves each other. I love you, Kentucky.
All my life been broke, but it really don't matter no more. And they wonder why we act this way. Nappy rolls won't be okay. All my life been broke, but it really don't matter no more. And they wonder why we act this way. Nappy rolls won't be okay.
Hey, plain, you see. Average man when the rest was ashamed to be. That big head and all, ain't no change in me. So what it was, downright wrong, I tell you. Nobody never gave us nothing. The tough time, it made us something different. Stretch the road, new something to see. Every state on the map, a different something to eat. Taps and handshakes, it meant nothing for real. Everybody making the killing, man. Showing no feelings, walking off collective pain is the way of the world. Can't change it, so I guess I'm gonna pray for the world. Sometimes I ask myself, was I made for the world? This to you, and I say to the world, nappy then, nappy now. Nappy for a bit, knee deep, head over heels in this country.
All my life been poor, but it really don't matter no more. And they wonder why we act this way. Nappy boys don't be okay.
I've been here all my life.
Everybody gets to know everybody.
It's down home, good old-fashioned people. It's country. I like it. It's nothing better than that, man.
I just love Kentucky.
All my life been poor, but it really don't matter no more. And they wonder why we act this way. Nappy boys don't be okay.
Better days. I'm thankful for the chance I got to say amen. The Lord done blessed me with his grace. I wish his days would never end. We represent this long. Where we from, we built it on. Falling short off on these presidents and hard times. That joint poem song. Take a fall without the chance to make it at all. With a thought, gonna be the one that's making this call. Lord, help me out. Tell me where I went wrong. I'm trying to find the right this path. Although it's never been long. I gotta do it for my son's sake. Telling me that if he's strong, we gonna make it through these hard times. Even though they go when they come. You're absolutely right. But something happened to me on last Tuesday night. It's plain as day, man. They with this world trade, no, brave ain't the word I'm looking for. You better make it hope, and nothing seems to matter. That's when, see, everything can go any which way. They got me folk, see, the Henny with the J, front post, chillin' bro, country folk, man. I'm nappy in my way.
All my life been poor, but it really don't matter no more. And they wonder why we act this way. Nappy boys don't be okay. All my life been poor, but it really don't matter no more. And they wonder why we act this way. Nappy boys don't be okay.
It's a blessing to woke up this morning. All my colorful stress and calm, let's join hands. Got to cope with the pressures of being poor, man. Papa taught me
Come on, Kentucky, yeah.
Nappy got some friendly roots
Hey.
man. Profit you from a juvenile to a grown man. You gotta take responsibility for your own, man. Zoning to blind Symone by sunrise, sometimes I love to hear my woman moan in the stone again. Damn, I hope you play this song again. The soul cleansing, the melody just read my engine. Provide a lot of things, but usually just appending my ligaments, searching for Benjamins. All my folks locked in the tenements, and it don't make any sense. Why? Children of innocent are passing from the slum. That's why I'm writing this innocent along with my income. Why? Go ahead, finish.
All my life been poor, but it really don't matter no more. And they wonder why we act this way. Nappy boys don't be okay. All my life been poor, but it really don't matter no more. And they wonder why we act this way. Nappy boys don't be okay. Okay.
Yes. A lot of music come from KY, Kentucky. Yes, I love my state. I love my state. Let me see. We great get into it. Give me one moment. up and done it.
Hell no, boy.
Y'all done up and done it.
Hell no, man.
Y'all done up and done it. Y'all done up and done it. Y'all done up and done it.
My first song was like 48 bars with no hook. You hear me flipping through my pages out my favorite notebook. The microphone was in the closet. No headphones, we lost. We don't care to get some water. Roaches hanging over the faucet. No AC. There's a break of sweat just trying to make beats. He done was been the hustler. Working with all his customers and flat broke. Nappy smoking blacks out on the backbone. I'm thinking I got everything the country boy can ask for. Now what we do to get here? Say that boy. Lay it down and bring it to you raw.
Where that boy?
Hey, now we heard some. Suffer for more. Takes what we work for. Hated for the blessing, but the hatred it made us cuss more. Held on. It was hard. Stepped up. Took charge. Ran through what we scared of. What was we afraid for? Look at what we made of. Hard never made us. Being here is alright. Must believe we
The
won't
happy boys on the ride. Side. Oh. The Kentucky boys. Get that in. In it all in. Okay, I had to get my feel of the Kentucky boys today. Okay, all right. Okay, let me get it in. This is your girl, Creole Butterfly, Libra Butterfly, Coco 929, coming to you from the great state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast. All the horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just really depends on what you darn like. Let me invite you all to Kentucky for May, the first Saturday in May. It is the Kentucky Derby. Yes, the home of the Derby. Get in here. Be here. Let's do it up. Anyway, move forward. I want to say happy birthday, happy quinceañera, happy bar mitzvah, happy anniversary to anybody who's celebrating something on today, January the 11th, 2024. Can you believe? Yes, and I said 4 and not 4. This is my mom. Hold on. Ooh, good news travel fast. Lord have mercy. Everybody's trying to see why I was at the hospital. Lord, today. Anyway, move forward. So, y'all, and you know I am the Oprah of the smooches. So you get a smooch, you get a smooch, and you get a smooch. Everybody gets a smooch. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, 300. Good morning, everybody. Okay, so let me tell y'all. Let me tell you this first. You know, me and McDonald's is gonna fall out here. So I pulls up after I came out of my follow-up appointment. I went to McDonald's, right? Actually, it's the one that I used to be at. It's the one I started off managing at, right? And so I'm like, okay, let's pull in. Y'all, believe it or not, this girl that answered the window worked with me when I worked there. I was like, I know her. And I said, what's your name? And she told me, I said, I remember you. She said, you do? I said, yeah. I said, I used to be a manager here. She said, oh. I said, I'm going to tell you when. She said, what's your name? And I told her, she said, oh, her name sounds familiar. I said, it's when Denise was here. She said, oh, that was way back. I said, I know. I said, good to see you. Y'all, she still looked the same. She just got a little older. I was like, oh my gosh, she's still here. Ooh, okay. Anyway, move forward. Actually, to be honest with you guys, my thing was this was my plan, right? When I was going to medical school, I was going to become a cardiologist for pediatrics, right? That was my thing. I wanted to work on the hearts of children, okay? And so when I had to drop out, I was like, okay, I'll go back and be a registered nurse. However, I was still working at McDonald's, right? And so when I was a manager at McDonald's, I told y'all I went around to make sure all the McDonald's did what they supposed to do. Right. Sometimes it caused me to stay at some McDonald's for months, okay? Because if they didn't get it together, I fired people and hired all new people and got them trained. Yeah, I had that power, right? So anyway, when I was leaving to go back to school, this one particular person told me that when I was ready to come back, I could and I wouldn't lose my position. Okay. All right. Okay. So He reneged on that. So I walked away from McDonald's because my thing was I was going back to McDonald's because I was going to buy me a McDonald's. Okay. They had this type of partnership and all this and stuff. I've always been millionaire mindset. Yeah. I've always been, my mind has been set on millionaire. Okay. Even as a kid, my mind was set on millionaire. So that was my desire. I was going to come back once I finished this other part of schooling that I did. Hey, S. Hutchinson. Hey, Shelly. Smooches. I was going to come back and buy a McDonald's, right? And so when he reneged on that, it just made me shift my plans. I never stopped dreaming. I just changed my dream, if that makes sense, right? Because I learned you never stop dreaming, right? So, anyway, I finally, just left McDonald's altogether. And so when people meet me, when they see me, because see, when you're a good person and when you do your job, your name ring bells, right? And so I remember about 2-3 years ago, I went into a McDonald's and somebody said, you look so familiar. And I said, oh, okay. I said, everybody tell me that. And they said, what's your name? And I said, Coco, like that. And they said, wait a minute. Didn't you used to manage McDonald's? I said, yeah. Oh my goodness, don't you know they be talking about you still? Like your shift was ran the best and all this and stuff. Y'all, when I left when I took that position to go and straighten up other McDonald's up under the head man, when I took that position, my daggone customers, they came up on my last day. They bought me a cake. They had balloons. They gave me money they had cord with money in it. They was hugging me. A couple was crying. I mean, they was like, we really don't want you to go, but we understand. We understand. Yeah, I mean, and guess what color the customers was? I wait. It wasn't us's. I'll tell you that much. Anywho, move forward. So, my AT&T internet keeps going in and out. So if you don't see me, it's because I can't really come back out here. Okay. They need to get you straight 300. I'm sick of them half doing you. You feel me? Anyway, y'all. So, I said all that. So I called the corporate office today because this is what I ordered. Okay. It's not hard. I went to the speaker and said, can I have a side of scrambled egg and a piece of bacon? See how simple that is? He repeats it. I repeats it. I said it twice. He said it once. I gets home. Usually I look at my food, but I gets home. Not only is it not scrambled egg, it's a folded egg that's so old, I could have smacked somebody upside the head and gave them a concussion. So I calls. Usually I go through the internet and put it online, so they can call me back. No, I calls this time. I was pissed. I said, look, check this out. I said, I asked for something as simple as a scrambled egg. How can you mess that up? I know how you make a scrambled egg. And so I said, and it was hard. I took pictures of it if you need to see pictures. No. Let us make it right for you. I'm sorry. That's my store. I don't know who was back there, but I'll get to the bottom of it. Come back anytime. I got your name written down and blah, blah, blah. Because had it been anything else, I was going to call the other number that I know that managers call, and I was going to get that straight. Anyway, move forward. I agree. Apparently, if somebody ain't crashing into our main internet box, then AT&T work on the internet in my area. Yeah, I know. Putting up cameras. That's all they doing. I've been telling people they've been putting up cameras for the longest. Anyway. Okay, move forward. Let's get to it. All right, y'all. So I want to say something. You all know that I'm Creole, right? Well, if you don't, hence the name. I'm Creole. Okay. I'm other things, but majority of me is Creole and Nigerian. Okay. All right. So my grandmother was half Spanish or half French, whichever one. Because her dad was white. Okay. And her mother was Indian and something else, right? Okay. So, all right. I've learned a lot of things through these people. My grandmother, when we did have a good relationship, Lord, and that was far and in between. But anyway, that particular grandmother, when we did have a somewhat good relationship, she would sit down and tell me things, right? Because I'm always up on the old people listening. I was that kid. Like, I would be quiet so I could hear the old people talk, and that's how I found out things. And they would so happen to look up and see me and tell me, get out of here while grown folks is talking, because I knew how to be quiet, yeah. So, anywho, My grandmother told me something, and she said that women did that, and I'm gonna share it. Okay, I'm gonna share this, which is this darn respectful, and it's nasty, and it's disgusting. And men, I used to tell my brothers and everybody else to watch this. Check this out. Let me make sure y'all can see it. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all might hear my other TV in the back. Did y'all read that right there? Raven Simone's wife said she made the actress fall in love with her by putting her menstrual blood in pasta sauce. Now, some people are trying to laugh this off. They're like, she was just playing. It ain't true. Lies you tell. Lies you tell. My grandmother told me about this when I was younger. She said in Louisiana, where she's from, that that's how a lot of women got the men that they wanted. They would invite them over for dinner, and they would have some form of red sauce. It would either be chili or some form of pasta, and they be done put their period blood in the pasta and fed it to the man. And that binds the man. That's a voodoo curse. It binds the man to you. Some women have lost their lives because they realized the man that they did that to wasn't the one that they should have did it to, and he becomes so possessive and obsessive with them that they try to leave and they kill them. They kill the women. Okay, I've heard a lot of stories. I'm telling y'all, it's a lot of stuff that I know. I just don't share because some of y'all are so yeah. So when I read this right here, hey Brooke Boo. Let me see. When I heard that, right, Brooke. When I read this right here, I was like, nah, she wasn't playing. She was serious. She was dead serious. But she knew that people would, laugh it off and be like, it ain't true. And all this, I can add more to that. Even in Jamaica, this is why many men will not allow a woman to. Why? Right. Shelly, I know you ain't lying here. I know you not lying. Y'all, be careful. That's what. That's why I don't eat from everywhere and I don't eat from every person. Even when at work they used to have those potlucks and stuff. No ma'am, no ham, no sandwich. If I know you don't even wash your hands in the bathroom, what I'm gonna eat behind you for? If I know you don't cover your, let me tell you something. When you sneeze, you don't cover your mouth with your hand. You take the back of your arm and put it over your mouth, or either sneeze in your shirt. It's your mist. I heard people say, "Oh, that's nasty," but it's yours. It's coming from you. I'd rather sneeze on myself than to have somebody else sneeze on me. I'm like, some of y'all weird. I don't get it. Let me see. What about the guys who eats a woman while they're on? Girl, that's nasty. That nasty. That's nasty and it's trifling, okay? Trifling. You girl. If a dude even try to do that, we can't even talk no more. No matter what you got to say to me, I don't care if the world was on fire. I don't need to hear that from you because that's nasty. No ma'am, no ham, no sandwich. Let me see. My grandmother told me don't eat a woman's spaghetti unless you watch her make it. I mean, you gotta trust. Let me tell you something. Y'all know I was almost married for 30 years before my husband passed away almost 3 years ago, right from COVID. When he first met me, and his first meal he ate from me was a pork chop. Never knew it was his favorite meal. That's just what I had cooked. I had a couple left over, blah blah blah. But when we got together and I was making chili, this man told me, I kid you not, he's like, I don't know. I'm like, what? He said, I don't know about that chili. I was like, it kind of dawned on me what he was. I said, I don't do no nasty stuff like that. Either you man or you not. He was like, oh, okay. He said, because I had to cut somebody out. He said, cause, it was just funny that me and him had that conversation. I was like, for real? He said, yeah, he had caught somebody he was dating trying to do it. He was like, he walked. He took off walking. He's like, he never went back. I don't care what I left. That's what he said. I don't care what I left. I took off walking. He said, that's nasty. Y'all, so I guess women still, I don't know. I don't want no man that bad that I gotta eat. That's nasty. And then you gotta turn around and kiss him. Ooh. In my QB voice. Ooh. Yeah. So yeah, y'all. She actually said this in the interview. Yesterday, January 10th, 2024, she said this in the interview. Who would even laugh at that? Miss Stain. I just can't. I was like, what in the Sam Voodoo hell is going on? I'm just, ugh. Okay. All right. Now, let's move forward because I don't want to get stuck on that because you know me. I be done went somewhere else and start talking about sex and all that. So we're going to pass on that. We're going to go on past. Okay? All right. Now, let me touch on this. Arthritis, joint pain. You know, I always teach y'all. All of that is inflammation, right? Inflammation. It means itis. Okay. If you are suffering with that and you're taking medication, but it doesn't seem like it's getting better, you may want to look at what you're eating. If you're eating red meat, okay, red meat ain't the red meat it used to be. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what red meat is, that's beef, okay? If you're eating a lot of seafood, that's another thing that can keep your joints inflamed. And if you drink beer, you need to stop. If you got any type of sciatica, any type of arthritis, y'all, that those three things right there, they keep your joints inflamed. So no matter what you take for your pain, I told you it all starts with your mouth. Whatever you put in your mouth, that's what affects your body. Okay. I was so glad today. Like I said, I had 2 doctor's appointments, one with my heart specialist, other with vascular. And my heart specialist, they told me my stuff is good. They don't understand why my legs is hurting the way that they are. And I said, well, it started when y'all added that medication. So my heart specialist told me stop the medication. She said, we'll deal with that some other way. She said, we're going to stop it for 2 weeks. She said, and see how you feel. I said, cool, works for me. I get to my vascular. He don't play. I get to my vascular. He was like, and you went to see your heart specialist today for what? And so I was like, he sounded like my daddy. I was like, and I told him, he said, let me examine you. He said, lay back. And he got to examine me. He said, oh, no, you good. You still got a whole, he said, you got plenty of activity in your legs and stuff. He said, okay. So he said, you good. Even in your feet, everything's good for that. He said, I bet it's the medication. He said, so since they took you off of it, stop taking it. Okay. But I was glad that I got good doctors, y'all. You know, some of y'all got doctors that all they do is refill your prescription. That's it. I have some good doctors. I got to admit that, you know, they really want to see the best for me and everything, and they don't just throw pills at me. I told y'all, my main doctor, she told me about my allergies, and she was like, no, I want you to go get some local honey. And y'all know I'm all about herbs, right? And natural remedies. That's what I teach over here. She said, I want you to go get some local honey and take it every morning. She said, within 7 days, you'll see a much big difference in your allergies. And I knew about that because I've taught other people about that. But to hear a doctor tell you, no, we're going to go back to some natural stuff that work. I keep telling y'all laugh at me when I give y'all natural stuff to do. But I'm telling you, they're going to stop your medications. One, because the government is not going to pay for some stuff no more. They're trying to kill you, basically. So they're going to stop some of this medication. And they're going to start pulling medications off the shelf. And so I keep telling you what to stack up on, what to make sure that you got, even if you don't need it right now. Who's to say what's going to happen down the line? And you may be able to get that medication and barter with somebody. They may need something you got, and you got something they need. You can be like, all right, I'll tell you what. You got that. If you give me that, I'll give you this. See how that works? Everything don't have to be money, y'all. Some things you can negotiate. So, yes. So you have to watch the medications that they put you on, seriously, because some of that medication can make a situation worse, right? And I'm trying to get my knees together because I'm going back roller skating. I done told y'all that, okay? Shoot. Plus, the 29th, I see when I'm having my surgery for my fibroids. I've given up trying to fight them naturally. I don't care. I'm already tired, clipped, and burnt. I've been tired, clipped, and burnt. My baby turned 21 yesterday. So I've been tired, clipped, and burnt since 21 years ago. It's time for me to get this stuff removed. I ain't having no more shearing. I got 8 grandkids. I ain't having no more kids. What I look like having kids with my kids? Huh? What? Huh? Anyway, yeah. So we ain't doing that one. So I'm going to have this histo, and I'm looking forward to having this histo. Take it all out. Take it all out. Only thing I ask you to leave is my feeling, because eventually I'll be another wife And I'm going to need that. My husband's going to need to really, use that at times and points. So I need my feeling, but you can take all the rest of that stuff. I don't need that. Donate it to somebody. I done had enough kids. I had 7 girls, 2 boys, 9 kids. I got 8 grandkids. I don't need no more. My tribe is tribing. My tribe is tribing. I don't need no more. So trust me. It was 20-something of my great-grandmother them. 20-something of my grandmother them. Hold on. No, 10-something of my grandmother them. 22 of my great-grandmother them. My grandmother had 8 of her own and adopted 4. So yeah, I'm good. We believe in having kids over here. I told y'all I have an uncle who got 36 kids. No lie. 36 children. All of them his. I don't know how he did it, but I guess if I had 9, if I kept screwing, I would, But my doctor told me I got 1 in 2018. Oh, I can't, Shelly, if I have any questions, I'm going to ask you. I'm so serious. I can't wait. I cannot wait. But yeah, our family reunions is ridiculous. We got 3 different family pages on Facebook. We have like 3 different family reunions each year because our family's just so big. It's just huge. Excuse me. And the 36 of my cousins, them, that's on my mama's side. It's 12 of my mama them. And then they all got like 8 or more. So yeah, our family's huge, That's why sometimes when I see like one of my cousins, I see her all the time in Lady Nika's chat. I be cracking up because we talk after this. And so it'd be too funny. I just say, hey fam, but I call everybody fam, so you don't know which one it is or not. But yeah, it was funny when we both saw each other in Lady Nika's chat. I was like, wait a minute. And I got on Facebook in her inbox. I said, are you on YouTube? Are you? And she said, yeah, I thought that was you, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it was too funny. I said, Dad, how we both get in the same chat? Anywho, let me move on to this one. Let's see. I wanted to show y'all something. Okay, so y'all know I talk about the biblications over here as well, right? But do y'all know that they created the Bible from another book? Like they only took the 66 from another book. And I'm going to show y'all the book that they took it from. La-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. Let's see. Here we go. Make sure y'all can see it. Yeah, I was fired up. I was looking so forward to that daggone scrambled egg. Got that egg at home. That thing was so old, I could have smacked you and gave you a concussion. I was like, what? Yeah, I was pissed. I was really, really pissed. I really was. Anywho, let's move forward. I got to make my daughter. I didn't get a chance to make it yesterday on her birthday, y'all. I was so sad, but I felt horrible yesterday. I really did. I couldn't do nothing but get in the bed. So when I get out for here, I'm going to go ahead and make her enchilada soup and have it simmering and ready. So when she get off, I can take it to her house and she can enjoy it. I did send her $21 yesterday, though, since it was her birthday and she was 21. I said, since I came, she was like, Mom, I want to spend time with you. I said, since I can't be there, check your cash out. Go do you something. So here we go.
The Ethiopian Bible. Garama Gospels is the world's oldest Bible. It is 1,500 years old. It is written in Ge'ez, an extinct Ethiopian language. It has 84 books compared to 66 of the King James Bible, which it is 800 years older than. Christianity has been practiced in Ethiopia for 1,600 years. Ethiopia was the second country to adopt Christianity as an official religion in the world, behind Armenia in the 4th century.
Did y'all hear that? It's actually 84 books. They took 66. Okay, and changed some of the proverbs that was in the book that I just showed you guys to what it is now. It's not that it's different, like it's not totally different. Like they changed something that would say, They don't identify a person, they change that to something else. But the Proverbs is still the same. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Do you think, how can I say this? Some of the people that's been following me actually know this. Um, how can I say this? I might put this on one of my quizzes that I put on the community wall. But okay, so how do I want to say this? Because I don't want to scare nobody and change it. Okay, so let's talk about Genesis real quick before we move on to the next thing. Okay, Genesis, that is far in the Bible. That is the first book that was printed in the Bible, right? It's not the number one book. The first book, those of you who have been following me, I told you what was the first book of the Bible. The first book of the Bible was Job, okay? Job is actually the first book of the Bible, but when they got the scribes, when the scribes started collecting writings and everything, they put them so you can be able to kind of walk yourself through what happened first, what happened this, or what they feel like happened first and everything. So that's how they got Genesis as number one, because they wanted to show you, in the beginning, blah, blah, blah. But even part of that is actually, the part of that actually mirrors something in Revelations, okay? And they got Revelations as the end of the book. But it's something that happened in Revelations that caused Genesis to be printed first. Okay. So my thing was, the question I was going to ask you guys is, there is a scripture that's in Genesis, right? And this scripture that's in Genesis proves that there was another woman that was created before Eve. Okay. Somewhere else it is documented that there was another woman created before Eve. All right. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. I'm going to show you what I mean. Let's see. Let me stop this. And this is important because I keep telling you, let me see. Hold on. Oh, I could use another cup of coffee right now. Jesus, fix it. Shut up, 300. You always talk about my coffee consumptions. Anybody asked you? I hear you. Let me see. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's dance. Let's dance across the floor. Come on, let's do it. Let's dance. Let's dance across the floor. Okay, here we go, right here. All right. See this verse right here? So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. I'm going to read it again. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. Okay. This is Genesis 1:27. Let me go somewhere else. I'm just trying to help you. Okay, let's see. Hold on to your face. Here we go. All right. Now, let's look at this. I'm going to post this. Okay. All right. Let me pull it up. Okay. It's pulled up. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead of thereof. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man made he a woman and brought her unto the man. So we see in the first chapter, in the first book, that God said he made male and female. He made them. Okay. Then we see in this chapter that God is saying he put Adam to sleep and took a rib to make woman. Okay, which is the second chapter. Now, what I want you all to understand is between chapters, y'all, and I know it reads like it's everything is happening right now. Like, oh, well, he did this on a Thursday. Oh, he did this on a Wednesday. Oh, he did this on the two. No, don't you know it is like years and different things that. Okay, I got to set up a skating ring thing, y'all. I'm sorry, that's people telling me how they want it done. Okay, so it's years that's in between these current events, are these events that you're reading, but they put them in a order so they can read like it's in chronological order, like it's, this happened and this happened and this happened. There was something that happened in between the first Eve, okay, let's just say allegedly, the first Eve to when they made when God created the second Eve. Now, quote unquote, supposedly, and this is just in biblical studies, okay, supposedly that when God made Adam and Eve, when God made Adam in the first Eve, we'll call her the first Eve, right? That she was made equal to man. And because she was made equal to man, she wouldn't take authority. She wouldn't take her husband being the head and all of this and stuff like that. So something happened to where she was expelled from where Adam was. And that's how he started, naming this one and naming that one. And God said it's not good for man to be alone. So he created him a helpmeet. This time he made her from his real. Okay. He took part of Adam and made her from him to be a helpmeet instead of us being equal to in that aspect because of the first supposedly Eve. Okay. All right. So that's how that came about. Okay. All right. And so when he made her, even when you scroll down and you read, because number 20, where did I leave off at? Number 22. Okay, number 23 says, and Adam said, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman because she was taken out of man. So he named her woman. Adam named her woman. It means man with the womb. Okay, that's if you ever want to know what that means. Woman means man with the womb. Okay, because she was taken from him. She was taken from his rib, right? That's why mostly now this ain't always true, but for the most part, when you see husbands and wife, usually the husband is a little bit taller than the wife, and the wife fits right up under his arm, or right in that part where his rib is, because she is a part of him. You see what I'm saying? She's a part of him. And so it just works that way. Now, you might find, like I said, it's not always written in stone. You might find a woman and man that's the same height that's married, right? But for the most part, if you look at any couple, when that man goes to hug her or when they stand next to each other, her head hits right above maybe his shoulder or whatever, where their ribs are connected. He's right. She fits right, like she snuggles right there. I don't know why that is, but that was something. Yeah, we paid attention to a long time ago. Okay, so therefore, shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Because again, there was a rib taken from Adam to create this woman who he named. He gave her a sense of being. He made her, he spoke into her life. That's a lot of things that's going on now while a lot of marriages don't work, because the man has forgot his job. He has forgot who he is. You're supposed to speak into your wife. You're supposed to speak into her. You give her purpose. See, here's the thing. Anything you give a woman, a real wife, anything you give her, she'll create. Okay, that's the truth. If you give her a house, she'll make it a home. If you give her money, she'll take care of things. If you give her food, she'll make you a meal. Anything you give her, she makes it happen. But you first have to know who you are in order to speak into her so that way the house can run smoothly. When the problem comes when you allow somebody else to speak into her and she becomes familiar with other voices and not yours. Case in point, like if you keep reading this, you'll see where the serpent, okay, was able to speak into her and have her do something that caused you to fall. When the commandment is given to you, when the instructions is given to you, it don't matter what we do, you're the head. God made it like that. I know women don't like it in these days. Everybody want to be equal. I don't want that responsibility. I love that my husband was the head. It didn't make me no less because I'm the neck. The head can't move without the neck. Get that straight. Yeah, you got the stuff up here, but baby, anytime you need to make a move, you gotta consult me. And if more relationships think about things like that, I think they will run a little bit smoother because there is no way in the world that a man should compliment your wife and you see her every day. You see her when she gets up in the morning, when she goes to the store, when she goes to work, and some other man got to tell her, "Oh, you look nice. Oh, you fine. Oh, I like your hair. Oh, is them new nails you got done? Oh, I like him." You mean to tell me you living with this person and you see each other every day and you are so wrapped up and stuck up into where she's just a fixture of the house that you can't compliment her, and then you get upset when she goes other places and pay attention to other men and other this and stuff like that. It all falls on you. I can't, a lot of times we let the men off the hook. I can't. God didn't let you off the hook, so I can't let you off the hook. Some things just fall on you. Some things by you being a man, it just is. It just is what it is. So there is no way in the world another man, should beat you telling your woman how good she is. What kind of foolishness? Ain't no way in the world. If he say something else, she say, "You know what? My husband tells me that every day." That should be a proud honor. Now, on the same token, women, if all you got to say to your husband is how he's letting you down and how he ain't crap and how this and how that, ain't no man go. The Bible states it's better for a man to live on the rooftop of a house than to be in the house with a quarreling wife. Now, anytime they put that in there, you know it's something, right? It's better for him to live on the top of the house. Think about that, outside, than to be in the house with you while all you got to do is complain. And I could see, here's the thing. Communication and conversation is the best thing for any relationship, right? If you can't trust your wife, why are you married? If you can't depend on your wife, why are you married? I'm not going to be with nobody I don't trust. I'm not going to, because I'm supposed to be, even though you may have friends, I'm supposed to be that one. Because remember, you tied your soul to me. You said I do to me. You gave me your last name. So that right there should step me a little bit above other people. You mean to tell me you can be honest with people outside of the house, but can't be honest with me, the one that you lay in my face, we snore together, we screw together, we do all this together, and you can't be open and honest with me, but can be honest with people outside the house. Something wrong with that. Something wrong with that. And I'm going to say this. There's nothing wrong, y'all, with getting counseling if you need it. I was so glad I told y'all the first 4 years of my marriage, I was a humdinger because I had this thing to where everything was me and mine. Because I was so used to doing it by myself. Sisters, I'm doing it for themselves. That's what I was, I was doing it for myself. I had it going on, okay? And so everything was me and mine. And my husband had the ours. This was the first 4 years of my marriage, seriously. And we finally went to counseling. Best thing we could have ever did. Best thing we could have ever did. I mean, yeah. And I know people say, "Ugh, I don't care what you think, honey." Like I said, we almost made 30 years had not COVID came and took my husband. 30 good years here. So, yeah. I ain't have to worry about no woman. I ain't have to worry about none of that. We ain't do all that. Because he know I'm crazy. I don't do it. And he respected himself first. And he respected our marriage. Because I don't play those crackhead games. I just don't. I don't care what you think. You can say whatever you want to say about me. Do not step in my territory. I'm very territorial. Not jealous, because I don't feel like it's nothing better than me. That's just how I look at it. I ain't even comparing myself to nobody. I walk in my own lane. Hi, under new management. I know, right? If they don't get that validation, they'll leave. You absolutely right. You are right. Cause ain't nobody gonna put up with that. It's too much out here. And it's always a woman that's willing to be second fiddle to a married man and his wife. Because most women like that will tell you, I don't need you in my face, I need your funds. So as long as we got a business, it's not funny, but it's true. As long as we got a business ordeal, we good. I don't need you here. Now you stay with her. Let her put up with your dirty draws, your bad habits, your attitude, and all of that. Just pass me money, and we good. I'm just saying. I tell the truth. Y'all be up there. Y'all like to hear that okie doke. I told y'all, I tells the truth. Okay? I'm just like, So yeah, you can't. I'm just saying, y'all. I love to see marriages. I do. I'm team wife all day long. I am for the wife. Don't roll up on me talking about you messing around with this man and he because I'm team wife. I used to be one, and I know how precious and how what am I trying to say? Not sanctified, but how that's just a special position to be. A wife wears a lot of hats. So don't roll up on me think I'm going to laugh because you messing around with a married man. No, it don't work like that. Get out of my face. Don't talk to me. I am team wife all day long. That's why I always try to say something to impact a person's relationship for the better and for them to realize that if you got a good man, he may not be a great man, you may not be a great wife. How about that? But if y'all got something good and it can be worked out, do not allow anything to come in there and tear your marriage up. That's stupid. It says a wise woman builds her house, okay? You don't pluck it down with your hands. It's best to get an understanding. And let me tell you, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Can y'all please, how can I say this without being vulgar? I can't. Can y'all please have sex more than once a week? Can you do some drive-by screwing? I mean, just drive-by. Like, does he really have to rub you down, and massage you? And, I mean, that's all good. But every now and then, a man want to drive by. He want to drive by. He want to, baby, you in that kitchen? Yeah. Why? All nothing. And come in the kitchen and kind of like kiss you, bend you over. You see what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be, that's a part of ministry too. So quit playing. And I think if more people would have sex in their marriage, they would be more happy. Not trying to be funny, because y'all know I like Treese cakes. Y'all know I like Treese cakes. So I'm going to say this. There was a big difference once Tracy started getting some. She started becoming more happier. She started smiling more. She stopped doxing people. She stopped doing all of that. When Tracy got that boyfriend, which he was horrible, but we supported Tracy. When she got that first knucklehead, baby, her whole demeanor and everything changed. And now since she got Noble, she really like Tracy has gotten it together. Do you hear me? I love me some Tracy cakes. I do. So it makes a difference. I'm telling you, sex can make a difference. It just can make a difference when you're doing it in the right way with the right person. Hey, it makes a difference. I kid you not. Now, I had to actually talk. No. I had to actually talk to a girl. I had to talk to a girl who let me stop this. Wait a minute, y'all. Okay. Hold on. Okay. I had to talk to a girl who she has had her bouts, y'all. She just lost her son last year. He was murdered. They think he was murdered by his cousin. They still investigating that. And she's had a very bad thing with drugs, very bad life with drugs. And also she just drugs and alcohol, and then she became a prostitute and blah 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 blah. So she's trying to get it together now, and she's got custody of her grandson, which was her son's son, right? She got custody of him, and evidently she fell back out and all this. So Sunday, she was saying some stuff. She was saying some stuff, and I don't hate it, but when I have to say something a lot. Okay, so anyway, I told y'all I'm that one that really don't care, like for real, because I got my own stuff going on. I love you, but I don't care for real. Because when you care, you get deeply involved in stuff. Excuse me. Wait a minute, y'all. So anyway, she was like, how do you do this and how do you do that and this can't be done, and I mean she was going on, going on, going on. So I said, let me say something. I said, first of all, it can be done. I said, cause I had a king. I said, hear me. I had a king who knew I was his queen. I said, and when you had a king, you won't settle for a joker. Everybody's like, whoa, when you know who you are. I said, you first got to realize who you are. Because if you don't realize you're a queen, and this is going for somebody, if you don't realize you're a queen and you act like one of the joker's assistants, concubine, a man gonna treat you exactly how you see you. If you see you as a queen, you ain't gonna stand for no joker. You ain't gonna stand for no prince. You gonna want you a king, and you're not gonna allow anything to come in you. Hello, literally and figuratively. You're not gonna allow anything to come in you just to get some rocks off, just to say, oh, I scratched that itch. Because one, your mentality is going to say, no, I need more than that. I deserve more than that. So if that's all you offering me, it's a wet booty, you can keep it over her. If that's all you offering me is, just to get drunk and high, you can keep it over her. Because my mind is somewhere else. I said, so I tell you what. I said, you said it can't be done. I told her I'm going on almost 3 years. Almost 3 years. Because I know who I am. And no ding dong is worth me forgetting who I am. If it ain't got no last name attached to it and he ain't a king, it ain't worth me giving up who I am just to say I scratched the itch. For what? Do you know who I am? I said, baby, when you look at me, you're looking at a queen. And I carry myself as such. I said, I'm a boss. Bosses don't sleep around with the help. They just don't do it. I'm sorry. When you duty where you eat, that's a thing for a disaster. This is what I was telling her. I said, so I'll be there for you, but I won't be your stumbling block. I won't be your scapegoat. I will not be somebody who's going to handicap you. I am in tough love, and tough love is what I teach. Now, as long as you're trying, I'll be there for you. And I'm going to tell you when you're right. I'm going to tell you when you're wrong, and I'm going to stick by you either way. But when it gets to a point to where I see you not trying, and where I see you just want to keep on giving in to I'll cut you loose. Because I refuse to come down because you can't stand. I said, plus you got a grandson looking at you now. You got a reason to get yourself together. She called me today. I gave her my number. She called me today. I said, I told you I'm not going to be your stumbling block. I ain't going to be one of them that's going to hinder you or hold you up because you can't do no better. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I said, you ain't the only one that's lost a child to murder. I have too. So if nobody else understands a little bit what you feel like, I do. So excuse me if I don't let you get off on some, that's just not me. It's just not me. It's not. I'm one of them. I believe in love. I also believe in tough love. Because some people need tough love. Y'all have made so many excuses for some of these people. I be in some of these chats listening to some of these people talk. They are so delusional. It makes me mad. So I comes up out of the chat, because that's why they got this thing where you can use your mouse and go somewhere else. Because some of these people are so delusional. And for people to reinforce the delusion, something's wrong with that. Something's wrong with that. Especially when you see somebody that's a size 32 that says they got a small back. I got a problem with that. I bet everybody's jealous of them. Jealous of what? I just don't live in a delusional world. I just don't. So when I see stuff like it, I'm like, time to click. Time to click. Plus, I'm watching everywhere I go now, for real. Because if you're not feeding me, I know we're going to have fun and all this and stuff, and I get it. But if every day that I come and try to give you a view, a click and a view, everything is negative, I don't want that in my spirit. I don't. If something's going on, show me how to get out of it. See what I'm saying? So that's just me. Anyway, move forward. Last but not least, let me pull this up. Y'all, I swear, I'm draining, and I'm glad that my stuff is draining because I took my elderberry and I took my elderberry and I took my dandelion. And y'all, if you don't get nothing else, please get them too. Which I gave y'all a list to get, but if you don't get them too, if you don't get nothing else, get them too. Dandelion, ooh, and dandelion root, it does a lot. It does a lot. And it heals you, y'all. It really does. And that elderberry, baby, that elderberry is the business, okay? Hold on. One moment, I'm pulling it up as we speak. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Hold on. Come on. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Okay, here it is. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all this. And then... Okay, so before I get back on herbs, because I'm going to end with that, let me pull this up. Give me one moment. Hold on. Nah, I don't even. That ain't even in my blood to be jealous of nobody, because I feel like it's anything I want that you got, I can get. But it's nothing. I seen other people with that. I say I just gotta be that. I just gotta have that. No, good. Yeah, you got it. Yay. Okay, whatever. Anywho, move forward. Here we go. Now, why does it shock everybody that Cat Williams has exposed everything? Is it because he exposed it and didn't care? Because DMX been trying to tell y'all for the longest, God rest his soul. But anyway, let's hear this real quick.
You got issues with the industry. What's going down with the industry, John?
Full of a bunch of bending over the desk straight up like that. Whoever don't like it, bring it. Bring it. I don't give a bring it. They got this new breed of rapper that's paying DJs to play their shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They the record label executive, and there's too much of that going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me be me, the artist that I am, and just play my motherfucking music. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now they want you all up under this, sitting going to dinner with them and shit like that, and all that favor for a favor shit. I don't get down like that. Look, I'll give you the music, you give my money. That's it.
Y'all heard that? So why is it shocking people that all of this is coming out now? I told y'all last year that it was going to be the year of exposure. I told you that. And I said it's going to get worse in 2024. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Y'all haven't seen anything yet. Now, somebody was saying that Kelly Price has been exposing some more gospel people and stuff. And I don't like the fact that she's doing it for money. Cat Williams had a point why he did his. Now she's doing it for money. That all it did was snowball. It's going to be more people that's gonna come out with a lot of things that you never thought would. You never thought these preachers and stuff even did stuff like this. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna start hearing things about the Vatican as well. You're gonna start hearing things about the Vatican too. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. So yeah, just get ready because it's coming. It's coming. You're gonna actually start hearing things about the food industry. How some things was not an act of natural act of God. Some things was actually done from the higher ups to be what it is. Even some natural disasters that's not natural disasters. That's gonna be revealed this year. You're gonna find out that somebody pulled the string on some stuff that made things happen. It's like spilling milk out of a bottle. Once the milk is spilled, you can't put the same milk back in the bottle. Once it's out, it's out. Okay, it's my last thing right here. Woo, chap. Again, thank y'all for coming over here. Give me one moment to pull this up. Because this is y'all know that my herbal mentor actually studied with Dr. Sabi, right? And so that's how I get my information. And then there's some things that I know that a lot of people don't know. So now the two herbs I just told you all about. Watch this. One moment. I'm bringing this up. Hold on. Watch this. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. More stuff is going to be coming out about. Yeah, it is. So, okay, here we go. Don't forget, y'all, I got an interview tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everything is going to be very interesting over here. So don't forget, bring your butt on over 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I was trying to get my nails done today instead of tomorrow. It don't look like that's going to happen because, one, I don't feel it. Okay, they still look good, but, you know, I'm a Libra. And I'm going to leave it alone with that. Let's see. Let me make sure y'all can get it. Okay, yep. We're going to listen to this. Now, check this out. You ready?
This man in this video like basically just gave us the cure to most diseases on this world, something that your doctors like can't even tell you. Make sure you save this video and share it to people like your friends and family, because I don't know how much longer that this video is going to be up for.
To reduce diseases in this entire world, and I'm talking all diseases: cancers, heart disease, gut issues, even as simple as indigestion and heartburn. Simply supplement magnesium every day at 500 milligrams.
If you guys didn't know, magnesium is so essential for every single thing that we do in our body, and most of us just are deficient in it. That's why we have our health issues. But this stuff can help you with sleep problems, like people with insomnia. It's great for you. If you have a lot of joint pain too, it will help to reduce any inflammation inside your body. And what I'm about to show you has some of the richest sources of magnesium ever known in this whole world. Nothing else can beat the amount of magnesium that is inside this substance, as well as also other minerals that our body needs. Like, the substance is that powerful that they're even banning it in 63 countries. That substance is Shilajit. This will strengthen your immune system, rid your body of all mucus and toxin, lower inflammation, and significantly lower blood pressure. Like, just try taking this supplement for 2 weeks straight, and trust me, your life and your health will transform. I have links for you, the rawest and most authentic version of Shilajit, in my bio in case you want to just buy it. Don't ignore this message and start taking care of your health, especially in 2024.
Okay, so yeah, I do know there is several types of magnesium, right? I'm going to get into the different types of magnesium to see which one is better for you. I won't do it today because we're already at an hour. I won't do it today, but there are several different types of magnesium. And there's something else I want to get into iron too, because iron is what draws minerals to you. And when your iron is low, the minerals don't get to you the way that they're supposed to, so you become deficient, okay? And you can actually be deficient in something that's causing a disease. And if you start taking it, then you won't be deficient anymore. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, there's a lot of things we don't know, and I want us to know it so that way you can deal with it on your own, and things like that. So, let me see. Okay, is this the one? Okay, I did have one with Dr. Sabi. Hold on. I might do that later because I don't want to keep searching for it. So let me do this one. And I hope you take notes. If not, you can come back and look at it. One moment. One moment. Here you go. All right, I'm gonna play this. Here you go. Let me make sure y'all can see it. Hold on. Oh, this coffee's calling me. Coffee's calling for me. I hear you calling. Here I come, coffee, to save you. It was R. Kelly's birthday the other day too. I shouted R. Kelly out. Happy birthday, R. Kelly. Anywho.
You need magnesium. So eat an avocado. If you have low energy, then you need iron. So eat some raisins. If you feel weak, then you need zinc. So eat some dark chocolate. If you wake up feeling tired, then you need potassium. So drink some coconut water. If you have a headache, then you need sodium. So drink some water with pink Himalayan salt. If you feel sad, then you need vitamin D. If you can't sleep, then you need magnesium. So eat an avocado. If you have low energy, then you need iron. So eat some raisins. If you feel weak, then you need zinc. So eat some dark chocolate. If you wake up feeling tired, then you need potassium. So drink some coconut water. If you have a headache, then you need sodium. So drink some water with pink Himalayan salt. If you feel sad, then you need vitamin D.
And you know, I've taught y'all all of that, but when somebody actually sent that to me on my Facebook page, I was like, yep, that's what I've been teaching. You know, coconut water is everything, y'all. It really is, right? So I used to tell people also, if they parent, if you have a memory situation, something's going on with your memory, coconut water is something great. A coconut, you know, is something great that you should take. You can also get coconut oil and put a little bit in your mouth each morning and just let it dissolve in your mouth. Okay. So that's one thing you can do. But coconut oil, coconut period is good and it's great for memory. Okay. It is. It's also great for potassium if you're low in potassium. Like I said, I'm going to do a thing on magnesium. Because there's several types of magnesium, and you want to make sure if you're taking magnesium, you want to be taking the right one. You don't want to be taking one that's not going to help your body. Okay. Iron. Also, it mentioned iron and it said raisins. Right. You do know raisins is just dried out grapes, right? So just in case you don't want to do raisins, get you some grapes. I always get the dark grapes and the grapes with seeds in them. Okay. Seeds mean life. Okay. You can also clean the seeds off, dry them out, and you can plant them yourself. All right. So what else did it say? Vitamin D3. You know, I preach vitamin D3 over here. I preach it, I preach it, I preach it. Okay. Vitamin D3 is a must, especially for African American people, because our skin, because the tint on our skin, it doesn't penetrate us the way it should. That's why we don't burn. Okay. That's why we don't have to really get sunscreen, because the way that our pigmentation is and our melanin is set up in our skin. Vitamin D3 helps us, but the sun helps us, but it hurts other people. Okay. So if you can sun gaze or be in the sun for about 15 minutes a day, that's awesome. Okay. That's the vitamin D you need. If you're in a deficit, if you're in a deficiency, then you should supplement. Okay. But anybody who is not in the sun, I don't care if you live in California or Arizona, if you're not in the sun every day for 15 minutes, you need to supplement vitamin D3. Vitamin D3 also helps with inflammation. So if your body is going through any type of inflammation, mucus, or whatever, okay, remember I told you inflammation is inflammation of, right? So if you're going through any of that, vitamin D3, at least 10,000 IUs, okay, is great because it actually acts like a ibuprofen. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ever took ibuprofen, you know what that's like. So yeah, if that's what that's like. So those are things that you should always have. You should just always have. Even if you go to the dollar store, y'all. If you go to the dollar store, like if you can't afford to buy like the great brands, go to the dollar store. Go to Dollar General. Go to Family Dollar. Go to anything that sells stuff for $1, okay, in your area. And go through that little aisle. You'd be surprised what you could get. You get B12, you get B3, you get everything. And the most you're gonna pay for is like $3 to $5, if that. You can start stocking up on that. Okay, so it's no excuse for real, y'all. It's just really no excuse. And I told y'all, if you're suffering from any inflammation of arthritis, bursitis, tendonitis, sciatica, lupus, MS, anything that is inflammation based, you know, where your body's attacking itself, because that's basically what it's doing. You may want to lay off the red meat. If you drink beer, lay off the beer and seafood, because them things aggravate that and causes the inflammation to stay and actually causes your body to have acid in it, where it's burning up its own cells and stuff, the acid in it. you want your body to become a little bit more alkaline. So what you'll have to do is watch what you put in your mouth. Okay. Also, anything like cookies, cakes, any carbohydrates that you take and eat all the time turns into what is that I'm looking for? Where the fat is stored and it begins to aggravate other things. Okay. So just watch it. So we've touched on everything today. We really have. Uh like I said, y'all, watch what you eat, watch who you eat from. Huh. Even watch this. Let me tell you something. I was scrolling down the YouTube streets one day, and I heard this lady said she puts her sweat, or she puts something in a candle or something that she makes and sends it to people. And people was lining up to buy the candle. Are you crazy? Are you nuts? I got a lady who me and her used to be real, real cool. And somehow she done lost her mind. And she puts essence of her body fluids and stuff in stuff that she sell people and send to people, and she tell them up front, and they like, yeah, send me one, huh? Y'all, huh? Don't do it. Don't no. I make hand sanitizers. I make body butters and stuff, but I don't put nothing of me in. That's nasty. That's nasty. Ugh. Y'all what for real, y'all. Watch where y'all order stuff. Watch where y'all get stuff. Watch who y'all entertain. Cause I told y'all energy is just transferred, it's never destroyed. Watch who y'all entertain. Watch what you let in your gates, your ear gates, your eye gates, your head gates, okay? Your mouth. Watch what you let in there. Cause yeah. Uh-uh. I can't. I will not. I shall not. I shan't. Oh, let me go make this chicken enchilada soup for this child so I can head out her way when she get off. She get off at 4. So I have to fight this traffic to head out her way to take her this chicken enchilada soup. Boy, the stuff you do for your children. The stuff you do for these kids. Dang. Okay, anyway, I love you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And remember, no matter what the test, always do your best. I appreciate you all even coming over here and just gracing me with your presence today. All right, I'm almost at my 1,000. So if you don't know nobody who subscribed to Coco, tell them get over here and get up on the Creole. I talk about everything, okay? I told y'all, we the butterflies. You know what I'm saying? We don't fit in nowhere because we misfits. We fit in anywhere we want to fit in. How about that? All right, y'all. I love y'all. Smooches.